Good afternoon. I am Hannah Thurman, the Director of Talent Programs, Communications, and Events with the Greater Owensboro Chamber of Commerce. And this afternoon, I am joined by Helen Bennett with OCTC, Deb Jones with Kentucky Wesleyan College, and Morgan Russellberg with Brescia University. And this afternoon, we are here to talk about talent retention in our community, connecting your business openings for employment and internships with our local colleges and the graduates and students with these groups. So we are excited that you all are here with us and interested in connecting with our local colleges. And with that, we will go ahead and get started. So Brescia, Kentucky Wesleyan, and OCTC, they work daily to connect their students to the Owensboro business community and assisting with internship opportunities, placement for employment post-graduation. So I would just like to give you all the opportunity first to share your goals and efforts to streamline these efforts and bridge connections between students, graduates, and the hiring needs of our community. So I'll start with you, Helen, if you'd like to jump in.
Okay. So again, I'm Helen Bennett. I'm the coordinator for the new Experiential Learning Center at OCTC. And I guess I'd like to share just a little bit of a background with the viewers. You know, some years ago, there was a career placement network that brought all of us together. And we used to host an annual career and job fair at the Sports Center in September. So when I took this role at OCTC to set up this new center, it seemed like a great time to come back to the vision, the mission of that career placement network. And so the three of us, Deb, Morgan, and myself, we wanted to bring this network back to life, so to speak. So our initial focus has been to come up with ways to effectively create this talent connection platform. So we've been sharing best practices and resources in an effort to create some visibility and maximize access to our student talent, keeping in mind that these connections need to be timely and easily accessible. We've agreed to meet at least once a month going forward to continue our collaborative efforts and staying in front of our students, our faculty, and our community. But today we want to share what we believe to be our common platforms, our goals, and our interests, and those being our recruiting and networking platforms.
Wonderful. And Deb or Morgan, if you all would like to jump in there.
Sure, I'll jump in. I'm Morgan Russellberg. I'm the Director of Career Services at Brescia University. And I just want to echo what Helen said. You know, we are working together to bring opportunities that you all have for our students to the forefront. And the platforms that we're going to talk to you about today, I think, are how we are streamlining those efforts. You know, some of you all have emailed me, and then you have to email Deb and Helen, and then we have to email that out to our students. And so we've taken a better approach in a way that allows you to post your job openings directly to our students in an effort to keep your time for you and other things that you need to do, and as well as get your opportunities out to our students as quickly as possible. So I think, you know, our goals are probably similar across the three of us. You know, we want all of our students to have experience when they leave, because that's what sets them apart from other students with the same degree. And that also brings you all a different type of talent for someone who has experience in their field. So with those being our goals here at Brescia, and I'm sure at OCTC and Kentucky Wesleyan as well, we wanted to streamline that opportunity for you all to grab onto that talent with these platforms.
Well, and I'm Deb Jones. I'm at Kentucky Wesleyan, and I'm sort of the new kid on the block in that I've only lived in Owensboro for about 2.5 years, almost exactly 2.5 years. So I came here to work at Kentucky Wesleyan, and I'm getting to know the community and enjoying it very much. And one of the things that stands out for me in the community is the amount of collaboration and coordination between the different organizations that are here, both nonprofits and for-profits, and with the chamber, and a lot of great programming goes into that. And we want to make our institutions and our career development offices a part of that great collaboration that's going on within the community. So we wanted to find ways to make it easier for you to connect with our students and with them with almost as close to a one-click process as we possibly can. One of the things at Kentucky Wesleyan is that most of our programs do have internships or shadowing and externships experiences. And I'm, as a new person in the community, I'm working very hard on finding out what those possibilities might be. And I'm working very hard at finding out what type of institutions and employers our students might be interested in here in the community. And one thing at Wesleyan is we've started bringing in students from Las Vegas through a scholarship program that we have, and they're fabulous individuals. And I want to find ways to try to keep them here instead of them going back to Vegas. So we're looking at different ways that we can do that. And coordinating between the three of us was really just a natural next step to doing that.
Mhm.
Fantastic. Yes, the collaborative piece is so key in this community, and certainly finding ways to retain those students that come to the area for school, to keep them here local, and allow them to call Owensboro home long term. That's just a wonderful goal for us, and something that all of these organizations, the chamber, our business community, our colleges are all hoping for as ways to grow Owensboro. So all key partners there. And so kind of elaborating on that and talking about ways that students are preparing to enter the workforce here locally, would you all touch on how students are being prepared during their higher education experience to enter the workforce as part of a high quality talent pool ready to add value to these organizations in Owensboro? Whoever would like to jump on first is welcome to on that one.
Oh, I'd be happy to kind of jump on there. The institution itself and the programs and the majors and the academic opportunities are the first way that our students are really getting prepared. And part of that is the internships that I mentioned earlier and the shadowing opportunities that I mentioned earlier. We need to continue to build on those things, but those are going to give them the real world experience that will help them come into your organizations much better prepared. And so we're constantly, all of us, looking for ways that we can find out about more internships, that we can make it a more structured process, that we can make all of you more aware of what our students can offer with that. So the academics, the programming, the development through classes is key. But the other thing that is amazing that's happening is the leadership opportunities and the volunteer opportunities that our students are taking part in. It makes it just a fabulous opportunity for them to get to know the community, to develop leadership skills, to develop communication skills, teamwork skills, and all of those base skills that you really want. Those are things that are taking place all over the place. In terms of career development, I came in after Margaret Cameron, which a lot of you know, and she developed some fabulous programs, and I'm trying to build on what she did. One thing that we're doing is we've got an optional program that students can sign up for called the Wesleyan Edge. And with that program, they are required to do certain things like leadership and attending speakers and working a part-time job or going to a job fair. And as part of that, they will do some of that throughout each of their 4 years, including assessing some of their basic skills for us each year. So that's another new program that we're working on. We have a program called Wesleyan Into the World that's for juniors, where we have speakers from the community and alumni speakers come in and talk about preparing for life after Wesleyan. You know, how do you buy a house? How do you plan finances? How do you pay back your financial aid? And then programs like our speed networking program that Margaret developed that's so fabulous is they get a chance to network with community members, but also learn how to interview at the same time. So we want this to be a 4-year process. So the Wesleyan Edge starts the first year, and we are trying to continue it on through all 4 years so that when they get out, they will have those key skills and be able to take those directly to you.
I'll jump in here. I guess there's two things I would really like to hone in on with regard to what we're doing at OCTC. Not that it's there, it's not much different than what Deb is doing, but we do have student success coaches. So in addition to myself, the Experiential Learning Center has two student support coaches, success coaches, and Rosa Richards and John Bristow. And these coaches are frontline to our students, and they knock down barriers for our students, and they provide one-on-one support, not only to the individual, but they also do in-classroom support, such as group workshops, and those might be held virtually as well. But they cover topics from financial literacy to career exploration, soft skills. We're hearing a lot about soft skills assessments and development needs, mock interviews, as Deb has already hit on, and other essential career development topics. But ultimately, our primary goal is to offer every degree-seeking student an experiential learning opportunity prior to graduation. And that could include anything from a course-embedded experiential opportunity to a community service project, to a job shadow opportunity, a mentorship, an internship opportunity. And these experiences are so critical to our students being well prepared for the workplace. It provides a more confident student, and it just contributes to their overall success once they're starting and on their career journey. So those are a couple of things that we're focused on.
And at Brescia, I am a product of Margaret Cameron's wonderful career development center.
Yes.
So we do focus on a lot of the things that Helen and Deb are also focusing on. We do a professional readiness month, which we are right in the middle of here in March, that kind of focuses on a lot of different things. We have different topics every week, especially focused towards our seniors who are getting ready to move out into the workforce, who might need that last boost of, hey, look at my resume really quick. Or can we go over, a mock interview because I'm about to go on a job interview that I'm really excited about. And so for our students, I like to focus on making them confident when they leave. So making sure that they are confident in their interview skills, making sure they're confident in their resume. A program that we like to highlight is our alumni mentoring program. And we partner our students with alumni in our area, or if they're an online student, we do our best to find an alum in that area, and just meet with them monthly on different topics of leadership, soft skills. What are trends in your area? If you're an accountant, what are trends in that accounting area that you need to know about moving forward, that you may be asked about in an interview? And so we really just, to kind of encompass all of it, want our students to leave confident in their abilities, confident that they can network with professionals, that they can walk into a business and feel good about what they're doing and the knowledge that they have. So soft skills are a huge part of that. And I tell our students all the time that employers would prefer not to teach you the soft skills that you would have them moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we try to do here at Brescia before they leave.
Fantastic. Yeah, it's there are so many pieces, certainly, that each of you all and the faculty and staff at your institutions do to prepare these students to really just be ready to enter the workforce and start contributing to their community. Many of them are already contributing through volunteering and connecting with Owensboro already. So finding these ways that we can retain those people here in Owensboro, those young people, and those returning to college and finding them new careers. It's just a fantastic opportunity to find these connections. So next, we kind of want to talk a little bit more about the platforms that you all are rolling out to do this. So this is that key piece, that key connection piece here. So how are these platforms that you're implementing revolutionizing that ability to connect with student and graduate talent? And really, how can the Owensboro community get involved?
Sure. So I'll start. So Handshake is the platform that Brescia is using, and so is Kentucky Wesleyan. And Handshake is what we would call I would call it a super recruiter, if that makes sense. But all of our students will be logging on. This is how my Career Center is going forward and posting all the jobs that normally would get emailed to me. And then I would email out to our students. So there was definitely a lag time. So with Handshake, I can tell employers to log in, create an account, which I did for Brescia, and it takes about 10 minutes. So log in, create your account, and then once you get to the home screen, you literally just have to click post a job. And anything you would put in on like Indeed or Monster or anything you would email me, you put right into the job posting, and then it goes to me for approval to go to our students. And if I have a working relationship with your business, I usually auto approve those jobs. And so it goes directly to our students. And so it's revolutionizing the way we connect with students because it's available on their time. When students are looking for jobs at 8 o'clock at night when I'm not in my office, they have a news feed that they're able to scroll through. They have a platform they can go to, and they don't have to search for my emails. They don't have to log onto my website and look at my job board. They can actively search for companies. So if they're interested in working for you, they can actively search you out. And that's another great thing for employers is that you all can actively search out our students. So on the Handshake platform, you can search for qualities in a student that you would want and then direct message those that might meet those qualifications and ask them if they're interested in working for your company. So I think those are kind of some of the ways that Handshake is going to revolutionize this process moving forward is it kind of cuts out the middle person of, well, let me email the Career Center, then let them email their students. You have a direct connection to our students, which was the main goal of moving forward with that. So I think that's the biggest thing. And then moving forward with online virtual things, Kentucky Wesleyan and Brescia are hosting a joint career fair virtually on our Handshake platform at the end of March. It's on the 23rd. And so that's how the community can get involved with us is, register to be in that career fair and to talk to our students and then post your positions within our platforms. Because if our students don't see local jobs, then they're not going to use the platform as much. So we need you all to help us out with that.
And I will follow up on that since I also have Handshake, and we've been gradually increasing use of Handshake since we put it into place in the summer. And then Brescia, you've just added it just recently. So we are all trying to build our community organizations in our platforms. But one thing with Handshake is we get a lot of employers that want to post jobs to our students. And we want them to stay here. So we need those jobs from you to get them to stay here, because otherwise they're going to see that job in Indianapolis or they're going to see that job in Nashville. And we want them to see the jobs here in Owensboro. But I will tell you that I have a policy when I'm approving jobs in Handshake that if I can't find information on the jobs and careers at the organization, I don't approve the organization. So if you are an organization and you don't have a career section on your website and you're a local organization, if I know you, I'm still going to go ahead and approve you. But if there's any question, just drop me an email and I'll make sure that you get approved in spite of not having that on your website. So what we are doing right now is trying to encourage students to use it more. And we're in a chicken and egg situation right now. So we want them to use it, but your opportunities have to be up there for them to use it. So we really want to get you on there. When I see a local employer post a job for approval right now, I will still go back and email students and say, go to Handshake and look at this employer. Look at this opportunity they have. Now, Handshake is not just full-time jobs. It can be part-time jobs and it can be internships. So it's really, really important that we get all of those up there so that we can get students to start using the system from the day they walk in our institutions. And then by the time they come out, they're going to know to look for the jobs with your organization in Handshake.
So I guess I need to speak a little bit about our platform, and not to scare anybody. We are using a different platform, but the features are very similar. It's a one-click, come into the platform and set up your profile. So I guess one of the good things that we've discussed about having different platforms is just the sheer fact that there are opportunities that would be more suited for OCTC than maybe for a 4-year school and vice versa. So again, our platform is very similar to Handshake. We use Purple Briefcase, but what we found that was a real differentiator for our students, we manage a significant number of high school students as well as students in the first 2 years of their education, and they may need mentors, they may need job shadowing. So there are some wonderful features there in Purple Briefcase for us to manage those one-on-one activities for our students with regards to mentors and job shadowing opportunities. There's a lot of other features there for Purple Briefcase as it helps our success coaches do their jobs in working through mock interviews, that sort of thing. And the resources are plentiful for our students, but it's very easy for a company to go in and set up their profile. They can share pictures, they can share their URL addresses, their websites, they can really make it their own and unique. But again, posting, it's a great place to post positions, but it's also a great place. So if a company has employees that would like to volunteer to be mentors, they can go in and sign up underneath that company and just click a box. I want to become a mentor. I want to be a volunteer. Maybe I want to spend some time looking at resumes and giving your students input. So there's just some additional features there that we really leverage at OCTC, but very similar to what Deb and Morgan are doing.
And if I can throw out there, Helen, I'm sure it's probably free for employers to post to Purple Briefcase, correct?
It's free.
Yeah, it's free for employers to post their jobs on Handshake, and our joint career fair in March is also free, no fees.
Okay.
That's all fantastic info. Yeah, so these platforms really are going to make it so much easier for you all as business owners, people who are looking to hire graduates here in the community to really connect with this pool of talent. So I know we've talked a lot about this platform and how you can engage with these two platforms to connect with students and support our local colleges. But as we kind of wrap up, I do want to ask what else can businesses be doing to support you all as higher education institutions here in Owensboro? What are other ways that they can be supporting you right now?
I'm going to go ahead and jump in there because I've kind of already hit on it a little bit, and it's just something I'm really passionate about. And there's a real opportunity for mentoring, and when you think of mentorships, it's not something that has to be very time consuming. Now, mentoring can be, right? Your commitment can be extensive, but what we're looking for a lot of our students is maybe a one-time mentoring opportunity where we facilitate a virtual call and you spend 20 to 30 minutes talking to a student that may be on the fence, not quite sure what career path they want to go down. And there can just be a sharing of life experiences, professional journeys, and through those experiences and those exchanges, students can validate a career path that they may be on, or they may be exposed to something that they've never even considered for themselves, because business is a very broad area of study. So that can take you down 15 different paths. But for a student to be able to sit down and have a coffee or a lunch or a virtual session with someone that has been there, done that is a wonderful opportunity for that student. It's very little time required, and it has a huge impact. So I guess that's one thing, is be a mentor, and it doesn't mean that you're signing your life away.
Well, and I'll jump in. I mentioned the mentoring program, but I also mentioned the speed networking program that we have. I am constantly in need of people that will come. It's a one evening program. You stay for about 2 hours and you literally talk to a student for about 3 minutes. You're assigned an interview question. You ask that student an interview question, you critique it, and then there's a reception afterwards. When we come back live in the fall, I'll be looking for volunteers for that. And I really do need, our students, a lot of them work, so I frequently need your part-time jobs. Right now, I've got need for zoology internships and writing and editing internships, but we've got the health sciences that need internships, the psychology students that need internships. The science students could be a great opportunity for you to incorporate them so they can get research experience and you can get some fresh ideas from them as well. So we're looking for interns every term, summer, fall, and spring. So I'd love to hear about potential internships if you have an interest in that. And if you want to be part of like the speed networking or do a talk at my Wesleyan Into the World for juniors, we also have a Sophomore Experience program where we sometimes bring in people to speak. We're interested in hearing about your interest in doing that.
I would say everything that the other two ladies just said. I think we're all kind of in this place where we know everyone is so busy and we know you all have a ton on your plates and a lot to do. And our students understand that because especially right now, so do they, but your expertise and your partnership with your business is so important to our students and so important to the success of not only our career centers, but to our students in the future. So not only are we looking for you all to think about, not only could you benefit from an internship, but are you willing to pour into a student your knowledge and help them move forward? And in the same way, helping them realize Owensboro is a community they can stay in. And Owensboro is a community where they can find a job and they have a network of professionals that they can count on. And so I think, just by engaging with us in the career fairs and in the mock interviews and getting that face time with students, not only are you helping our students, but also they're going to remember you whenever you have a job opening and they say, oh, I remember meeting that person at the mock interview event and they were really great. And I think I would love to work for them. So I think thinking about those things and just engaging with us in general, not only can we use your help, but I think we can offer you all something too, as far as FaceTime with our students and moving forward. So if you're interested in giving of your time, we are happy to provide a way for you to influence our students and talk to us as well.
Hannah, I have one other, I guess this might be an ask. I would love to work with someone in the community to test drive a micro internship program where we are doing something that is project based. So we can put some more thought into that, but it would be a duration, a start and stop, estimated time of completion for a project, and a student would have an opportunity to work on a project, maybe have a company sponsor, have faculty support, but and some of the work might even be able to be done remotely. But I would love to find the right company within the greater Owensboro area to test drive a micro internship project based.
Yeah, that would be a great opportunity for students and all of these other things as well. I hope that everyone who has tuned in today has found something throughout this discussion that has sparked an idea of, yes, we would love to host a student for an internship. Yes, we have these positions opening and we would love to get connected with local graduates. Whether it's, hiring an internship, a job shadow, a mentorship, participating in these career fairs, doing networking events. There are so many opportunities for our business community to really connect with our local colleges and help to build that talent pool and grow these students and grow our community. So thank you all for being here to share with the business community all of these opportunities. And I will just say we will send a follow-up email to everyone that participated today, as well as our membership, just to give you a recap of this webinar, as well as provide you with the direct links to sign up to interact with Purple Briefcase and Handshake. So if you have opportunities that you are wanting to share with these students, you are going to have a link in your inbox tomorrow to let you get connected with these platforms. So we're excited to get you all connected and get our business community connected with our local colleges and all of these things that they've mentioned today. I know that everyone on this call would love to hear from you. If you have questions or would like to get more involved, so please don't hesitate to reach out. With that, is there anything that you all would like to say to close?
No, thank you for hosting us today. This has been great.
Well, and like I said, I'm kind of the new kid on the block. I want to thank everyone for the great reception and being so accepting of me being here in Owensboro and helping me learn about the community. And please come take advantage of our wonderful students.
I would also just like to say thank you. I know you all are very busy and have super hectic schedules. So I thank you for allowing us an opportunity to tell you how to connect with our students and allowing us to explain to you how we might also need a little bit of your help. So thank you.
Wonderful. Well, thank you all for being here with us today. Thank you to all of our panelists who have joined us today. And I hope everyone has a wonderful afternoon. Enjoy the sunshine. So thank you all.